Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being so patient. I know that I've been gone for a little bit. I sold my other camera and I was waiting to get this camera, so blah blah blah, you don't care. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about mean girls and why they're and you shouldn't be one. Okay, my name's Bree and welcome to my channel. I'm a licensed mental health therapist, and today we're not talking anything necessarily clinical, but I think it's still a topic that needs to be talked about, especially because of my last video about Shallon Lester. She is what I would consider to be a mean girl. I still stand by what I said in that video as far as her having some valid points in some of her video and her content, but it doesn't change the fact that I would not personally be friends with her, and I think she's not a super nice person. So it is what it is. But anyway. So I'm gonna start off by telling you guys a little story. So I've always been attracted to beautiful things, whether that be beautiful jewelry or beautiful people, beautiful faces. My favorite type of art is any kind of portrait art because I just love looking at beautiful faces. I've always been kind of admittedly vain. I think I got that from my grandmother because my grandmother would always like say she was fat and she needed to go on a diet and this and that when I was like a little kid and she was watching me. So I think I kind of like picked up on that. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, so I've always taken pride in the way that I look, and I love beautiful things. So the reason I tell you this is I'm going to tell you how I chose my friends when I was in high school and just school in general. So, and I'm not suggesting that you do this, but this is what I did. So when I was in high school, I would go to my class and I would sit down and I would kind of like survey the room and just like check it out and see who was in there. I would find who I thought was the prettiest girl in the room, and I'd be like, that's gonna be my new friend. So I would befriend this person. I hung out with a lot of older people when I was in high school. Again, not saying you should do that or that's cool, but that's just what it was for me. So anyway, but I kind of got along with everybody. I've never been bullied or anything like that. I have like zero tolerance for bullying. So not only have I not been bullied, which is I'm very grateful for, but like I can't handle when other people are bullied. So like that's I think why I'm so like crazy about my comment section and stuff. Like, be nice to each other, because I'm just like, no, like this is not going to be a place where people bully each other. Like, get on. Anyway, so that was how I picked my friends. So in doing this, I had a pretty large friend group, and you know, just the way it works out, we all kind of, there were probably like 7 or 8 of us that hung out all the time. And you know, my friends were always really nice to me, but I don't think I was super conscious at that point of how my friends treated other people. Until I remember one day I was in gym class and we were like running around the like where they do track and field, the track. Yikes. We were running around the track, and I hate running, by the way, so I was probably like miserable. But I remember that there was a girl in my gym class and her name was Heather, and I had gone to school. I think I went to middle school and high school with her. But anyway, so I don't know if she was running slow. I don't know what the issue was. I can't remember because it was like eons ago. But for some reason, like people were being mean to her. And I, again, like even back then, like I just like wasn't having it. I don't know why I didn't see it in my friends. I guess I didn't see my friends interacting with other people that much. I just kind of saw us all interacting together, and they were clearly nice to everyone in the group. But I remember her pulling me aside and saying to me, "You're the only popular girl that's ever been nice to me." And that like stuck with me. I was just like, what? Like, that's horrible. So at that point I started to kind of reevaluate my friend group, and I was like, these are mean girls, you know? Like, again, they're not mean to me, but like I don't want to be associated with these girls that are just like bullies and shitty to people. Like, no. Many years later, I have to say I have fabulous friends now. They are honestly the best friends that anyone could ask for. I have a best friend that lives in Georgia. I have a best friend that lives in Texas, and I have a few best friends that live here in Florida, and I would not trade them for the world. They are all so genuine, sweet, kind, beautiful, amazing, loving. not Mean Girls. We're like the opposite of Mean Girls. Anyway, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that and why people think it's cool to like be a mean girl. I don't know. It's not a cute look. I'm that person, like if I'm out with my friends and I see someone like by themselves, I'll be like, come hang out with us. Like I've always been like a girl's girl. I've always had male and female friends, but I've always loved hanging out with girls. And I think like the bond that women can have with each other is different than what you can have with a man. I don't think I've ever had a true, genuinely platonic male friendship. Whether that's just like one person wanted it to not be platonic and one person did, or it actually turned out to not be platonic. So with women, I just feel like I've had a different experience. I am bisexual, so obviously there is the chance that I could become friends with, not now, I mean I'm engaged, I'm gonna be married soon, but when I was dating and when I was younger, there obviously was a chance that I could become friends with a woman that I'd be attracted to and maybe end up dating. That just wasn't the experience for me. So when I talk about this, it's just coming from my own experience, which has been, I've been mostly friends with women and I've mostly dated men. I want to talk about some people on the internet that I really like and that I think are great examples of how you can be stunning, fun, motivating, smart, and like not hate on other girls. Like what is hating on other women? What is that bringing to you? Like in my opinion, the only thing it's bringing to you is like, it's making you look like an asshole. That's really the only thing. I have no time for people like that in my life. I have not for a long time. I have no desire to be around people like that. And I suggest that if you have people like this in your life, that you get rid of them or set stern boundaries with them, because the thing with mean girls is they're boundary pushers. And the other thing is they tend to be very manipulative. So you may not even realize that someone's being mean to you until it's too late. So I want to talk about a couple people. I put them on my phone so I wouldn't forget them. I'm going to put them up here so you guys can check them out too. So the first person I want to talk about is Jessa Hinton. And she is, first of all, hot, gorgeous, amazing. But like, she's a mom. She has a son. And she is just like, she wants to help women. Wants to be friends with women, wants to help women, is like, it seems super nice, down to earth. I mean, she's freaking gorgeous. She's a model. I see her Instagram and she just seems so down to earth and like nice and like, I don't know, like she's someone I'd want to be friends with. I guess basically this is like who I'd want to be friends with in real life. And none of them include Mean Girls, because Mean Girls suck. The next person that I want to talk about is Candy Johnson. I know I've talked about Candy in other videos, but like she just seems so sweet and genuine. And I've never ever, in my decade-long period of time that I've watched her videos, I've never heard her say a bad thing about anyone, let alone other women. Like, if you feel the need to put other women down, you need to take a good look at yourself, because there's something that you're feeling like is missing in you, or you feel insecure about, or you're lacking, and you need to figure that out and stop projecting it onto other women. Bailey Sarian. I know I just did a video about Bailey Sarian. Well, not about Bailey Sarian. Bailey just seems, you know, she's kind of like a badass, you know, like she's covered in tattoos. She just doesn't give a fuck what you think. She just seems super down to earth, funny, and like she just seems nice. I don't know. I'm very attracted, and I don't mean that in a romantic way, but I'm very attracted now to people that are kind. Like, whereas in high school I was attracted to people physically, and that's how I chose my friends, and obviously like my boyfriends and whomever at that point. But like, I am now very attracted to kindness, and she just seems like a really nice, kind, all the people I'm talking about today just seem like really nice, kind people. So shout out to her. I'm gonna link all these people's channels down below so you can check them out. I have made it I've made a decision that I'm just no longer going to support mean girls in general. Like, even if I like their content or I like what they're doing or the kind of concepts that they have on their channel, if they're just like mean and nasty, like, I don't have time for it, and I don't think you should either. The next person I want to talk about is Casey Michaels. So she is so awesome. She is a beauty guru on YouTube, and she also has a company called Still Glamorous. Her name is Still Glamorous on YouTube and Instagram. She just seems super down to earth. She has several kids also, so she's a full-time mom, and she's just gorgeous, and like, I don't know, she's very like spiritual and like, I don't know, she just seems like a cool person to chill with. I've never heard her say a bad thing about anyone. She's all about like positivity and like bringing people up, and I'm all about that. I really, really like her, and I suggest that you go check out her channel too. The final person I want to talk about in this video in regards to nice girls is Lauren Paul. So Lauren Paul is married to Aaron Paul, and I've just read some of the things that she's done as far as her work and some of the foundations and stuff that she's worked on and working on, and like her whole thing is like being nice to other women, like being kind. And again, because that's something I'm so attracted to in a human being, like she just seems so nice. And like as a side note, they're the cutest couple ever. Like Aaron Paul and Lauren Paul are the cutest. Like, I just wanted to give a quick video about some of this stuff because I think it's not talked about enough. And I think that like sometimes we get so caught up in like the beauty world, looking pretty, and I do it too. I'm not like excluding myself from this. I just think sometimes we need to look at, especially like right now. So right now we're all stuck inside. Does it really matter if like your neighbor's pretty or like your friend on the road is pretty or anyone's pretty in your life? Like, does it really matter? Like, no. Got ready today. You know, I feel good. I feel like a little more alive. This whole quarantine thing has been really difficult on a lot of people, and I urge you, please reach out to someone today and just tell them how much you care about them. And just, this is a good time to sit and kind of evaluate the people that are in your life. And I cannot tell you how important it is to identify the people that are toxic in your life and to remove those people and or set firm boundaries with them. And if they choose not to adhere to your boundaries, then they gotta go. So I love you guys so much. Please go out and give someone a compliment today. It'll make you feel good. It'll make them feel good. I don't have little Bernie today. Bernie's a nice person too. That's why I love Bernie so much. This is not a political video at all, but you guys know I love Bernie, and he's not even running anymore, but like, just, he's a kind person. Like, kindness forever. Like, I don't know what our motto on this channel needs to be, but it needs to be something along that, like nice girls rule. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you like this video, please like the video, you know, like click the like button. Subscribe to my channel. I am still doing a giveaway. I am going to give away kind of a care package, and I know right now, like, for me, like receiving something in the mail is like a little bit of excitement that I don't really like get. Like, I get it if I order something, but like, I don't know, just receiving something in the mail is always fun to me. It's kind of like Christmas, and I just think we should all try to like bring a little bit of joy. Even, I know it's like a materialistic joy, but whatever. So I will pick someone at random once I get to 5,000 subscribers. And I just hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you're safe, and I hope you're healthy, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.